Okay, I get it. I really get it. I understand now why Netflix and other Hollywood productions can't come up with their original IPs. Because every now and then they actually try, okay? And give them points for trying. They try to make something original, and this comes out.
Hey, Twink!
Oh, hey, girl!
That's my job, Daddy. Right? We're Q4.
See, this is why I'm pro-choice, because the entire trailer is an abortion. Like, it would be a crime against humanity if you banned abortions, because then this trailer wouldn't exist. I mean, you look at the downvotes, okay, 54,000 downvotes, and they can't even do the marketing thing. It's like homophobes don't like it. No, 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 no. The LGBTQWTF plus community doesn't like it. I mean, I'm joining Twitter. I'm looking at what the people are saying. Even like publications that are specifically designed to appeal to the gay audience, they don't like this. And I'll show you why, because it's cringy as hell. I mean, look at this scene.
That room's empty. I wasted all that masculinity on nothing.
Not nothing. My little butthole went boop.
Like, can you imagine a scene where Batman kicks in a door and he says that, and then Batgirl goes, "Oh, you didn't waste your masculinity on nothing, darling. My vagina went..." It's cringy, isn't it? It's like that scene from Game of Thrones with Bad Pussy. It's literally that. It's literally that, but for gay people. And then, you know, you gotta wonder, is putting gay people in a cartoon edgy in current year? I mean, even children cartoons have gay people in it. If you think about Steven Universe, Princess Shira, and many others. I mean, it's been done. Even comic books, like Iceman is now gay. The glass ceiling isn't being broken. The glass ceiling was not broken. It's just like people even came up and mopped the glass from the floor now. Like, there is no more glass. The ceiling is gone. Okay, there's rain falling into the house. There's not no ceiling, no more. I just like, but no, like, it gets even worse, right? It gets even worse because at one point you get this scene, and it's like, damn it, you can't pander to the gays; they can smell it. And then they're saying you're acting like Citibank at Pride. The lack of fucking self-awareness from Netflix. Like, this would have been even a really great joke if they would have said you're acting like Netflix on Gay Pride, because then it would be like a joke of self-awareness. No, but I'm telling you what this is, okay? Like, it can be two possibilities. Number one, the people who made this, who approved this, who made the script, I don't care if the person who wrote it is gay. He might have wrote it in a way it's like, what would gay people like, but he has like no idea. Like, it's pretty much like if I were to write a show about masculinity. I mean, I'm a guy, you know, I'm pretty masculine. I like to think so, but it doesn't mean that I connect to the rest of the masculinity in the world. That doesn't mean that I kind of get it. You know, that I have the vibe. Like, I know how I would behave in a situation, but I wouldn't be able to write a script on how other macho men like myself would behave in that same situation. Right? So maybe it's that. Maybe it's that. Like, maybe the people who made this don't really understand what it's like to be gay for other gays. Like, they know how it's like to be gay for them, but like, they don't really connect to the gayness at large, if you know what I mean. Maybe it's that. Another possibility is that the people who made the trailer are just like some cisgendered straight white people. Do I use the pronunciation correct? And they just made like the cringiest trailer ever. Like, they just found the cringiest moments from the show, and they put them together, and it's kind of sad, you know, because I genuinely wanted the show to succeed. I know it's shocking. It's like, V, what are you talking? Why would you want this to succeed? Because then maybe they would do their own shit and leave our IPs alone. And by our, I mean the IPs that already existed, which we spent our money on, and we see them being desecrated with sequels after sequels after sequels. So maybe if they would have tried something new and it would have been successful, they would leave everything else the fuck alone. And they would just try to come up with original shit. Okay? That's why I wanted this to succeed. I don't think this is going to succeed. I mean, the premise itself, all right? Like, most people, unless they're teenagers, but like most people do not shape their entire existence around their sexuality. Like most people shape their existence around their job. They shape their existence around their circle of friends. They may shape their existence around their hobby. I've yet to see someone literally shaping his entire human existence based on what he likes to fuck. It just doesn't happen. It's weird. It's bizarre. So like this show shows you like two spies, which, you know, like that's their existence. They're spies, and that should be first and foremost. But they can't stop making gay jokes because that's what they are. They're gay people. You know, like it's literally the cookie cutter gay, which Netflix is trying to create, and it's cringy. It's the hello fellow kids type of meme. It like no, I don't care who wrote this. You know, because they already assume it's like, oh well, if a gay man wrote this, then clearly he knows what he's talking about. It's like, look, I'm a Romanian, all right? If I write something, that doesn't mean that all Romanians will like this shit. What is with this mentality that's plaguing America, by the way, that if someone happens to be something, like if someone happens to be black, then he automatically connects to the black server? Did you notice that? Like, it's happening everywhere, in Hollywood especially, and comic books. Like, there was, like, a very good black comic book writer who quit his job at DC because they kept giving him, like, black characters to write. And he's like, I'm not, you know, like, I'm more than that. I like to write characters. I'm not the guy who writes black characters. Like, why are you putting me to do this? Because this is the mentality that they're going with right now. Like, if you're black, you should only write black people. If you're gay, you should only write gay people. It's like, I don't know. I hope, like, at one point this will stop. I hope that at one point people will go back to the creative ways we used to have in the past. And maybe, just maybe, instead of putting ideology in front of entertainment, you would put entertainment in front of ideology, just for once. Like, just for once. Like, please, just try to make something that entertains you, that you like, and then, you know, you can put some ideology in it if it fits. But honest to God, it's just like, oh, like literally, I'm pretty sure like they went into a meeting at a boardroom, and there was like this fat gentleman, you know, the cisgender white straight dude at Netflix, really fat as well. Like the office was probably built with the desk really back, you know, because like the capitalist stereotype. He probably had like the Mr. Monopoly hat on top of him as well. I was like, okay, what you got for me, Stu? Oh, well, you know, like Pride Month is coming. Why don't we make like a show pandering to the gay people? Oh, Stu, that is such a great idea. You know, yeah, it's really weird to like market to a sexuality. It's like marketing to heterosexual people. I mean, I guess it can work. You know, you make an ad with some boobies, and that's it. Right? Like that's literally it. That's how you market based on sexuality. But like you didn't make an entire movie to just market based on that. It's just like really bizarre. I don't know. And like I'm not even going to go into percentages here and why it doesn't make any economical sense. Like here's the kicker. Just make good stories. Just make good stories. The gay people will come if you make good stories. Look at anime. Like Yuri on Ice, perfect example. Like women are flocking to that shit. Okay, like the women like to see yaoi, but they like to see yaoi in anime, not on Netflix. Like I don't know why. I genuinely don't know why. Like if you show some LGBT representation on Netflix, I know women who go like, ugh, what is it? And then you show LGBT representation in anime, and they want to buy that. Like they want to spend money on that. How does that work? I don't know. Just get some Japanese guys, you know, like you're a company for diversity and whatnot. Get some Japanese guys to write your shit, Netflix, and then maybe you can make some profit out of it. Jesus fucking Christ. And by the way, like just one thing before I forget. Why is Netflix so obsessed with sexuality? Did you notice that? I mean, if it's not Cooties, that it's AJ and the Queen, or this stuff, or that they have like that other cartoon involving like teenagers and genitals and stuff, might as well call it Netfuck at this point rather than Netflix, cause like everything, they're obsessed with it. They're obsessed with the cock and pussy. And by the way, I'm not the person that's against fan service. Like by all means, do fan service if that's what you want, but like do it properly. Like Netflix keeps seeming to run into these weird controversies that shouldn't be required in the first place. Like, if you don't know how to do the fan service, then just don't. You know, I grew up as a kid and I didn't see all these cartoons being so vulgar. There were a couple of vulgar cartoons, I guess like Beavis and Butthead and South Park, but not all the cartoons have to be vulgar. Alright, just try to maintain some sort of balance and keep away from these controversies. My god. Anyway, this is just my take. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll be seeing you in the comment section. And after that, if you wanna check out what I'm going to have to say on my main channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys there. Take care.